My game isn't loading into the right window. Let's just hope it loads. It's been sitting on the loading screen for forever. I look a bit sloppy tonight. Sorry about that. I rather abruptly ended up back at my temp job, which is a good thing because money. But they have a giant. It's a warehouse. It mostly houses like textbooks. Like we have a lot of medical textbooks and IT and coding book reference books and stuff like that. Like the publishers print them, but then they don't have the space to store them, so they get stored with us. And last time when I picked up for a couple months there, late last year, I was shipping, so I was boxing things up. But they have me running now, which is all well and good. Why aren't you loading? But anyway, I'm running, so we have this giant warehouse. There are rows labeled A to Z, and I'm running around with a cart all day, loading the cart up as high as I can with book orders, and then bringing it to the person who does ship them. I guess their one picker quit, and then one of the guys who supports the pickers but mostly does other things is out indefinitely on medical leave. So at least I know I'm gonna have time there for quite a bit. And yes, the name for this stream is a I Dream of Jeannie reference. I'm probably too young to be referencing I Dream of Jeannie. Most of the people who are watching me probably are also too young to get the reference, but it's what came to mind. Why is this struggling so much? Oh, probably that's why, because I'm... Oh, there we go. Alright, I need to turn up my brightness for one. Okay, apparently this is as bright as it goes. Alright, settings, you are on the wrong screen. You go over there. I'm on OBS, moves back to where... Hi, Caesar! I am. It is cold. I was in a cold warehouse all day, and I'm bundled up tonight. Alright, we gotta load the correct game. This is my adventure right now, and I've been trying to kill this man. I am ready to move on. His character has visited like 100 important sites around the map. He's written a book about it. He fought a beast in a jungle last night, and I got a, like, whatever, the beast escapes, you die message, and he's still alive. Like 2 years later, he's just been sitting there, a severely mauled 70-year-old. Okay. To the actual story, though. How are you doing today, Caesar? Did you hear any of my ramblings about being back at the warehouse? Oh, yes, I know. So young. Truly, he will be taken away from us in his prime. I'm excited to see how old Sissy gets to be. Because I think we're getting up there, too. Like, how old is Sissy right now? Yeah. They have me, instead of shipping, they have me running, so I'm, like, lugging a cart all over the warehouse, hauling around textbooks. We're 64, so we're getting close to our prime. If 70 is our prime, we're right on the verge. Someone wants to get married. My daughter. I don't remember why we betrothed them, but sure. Okay. Ooh, we could commission more silk regalia. We do have a butt ton of money. Romaine. Had a productive day, could be better, but alright. Yeah, that's I feel that way a lot. I got a lot done, but man, I don't feel good about it. It was funny too because I got there and my manager, he might, I don't know if he's ever gonna pop into chat. I think he follows me, but his name on here is Dirty Dishes. Because we're friends, we go way back. And he was like, hey, this person quit and this person's out indefinitely on medical leave, so you have job security for a bit. And then we got to a point in the afternoon and he's like, I've been working on getting us caught up on tickets that I printed out last week. You're doing the stuff that I did today. I feel like we're finally catching up. Less than 10 minutes later, the power went out to our facility. So it was an eventful first day back. But alright, but we have fine silk regalia right now that we can give to our beloved Prince of Fashion. What am I doing? I want gift artifact. That's the thing. Not the statue of Constantine. We need that. Fine silk regalia. There we go. Prince of Fashion in his fine silk. So I know we set it up last time where we're keeping an eye on our beloved, fashionable little brother as our heir. He's all set up. He's our co-emperor. He's at the head of the line of succession by a lot. And then the idea is that it's going to go to him next. And then his daughter is married to our grandnephew? Our brother Sebastianos' grandson. And these two are going to be our power couple. And Sebastianos, the younger, is already compassionate. He's a martial education, but compassionate. That might not go well. Oh well, we're going to run with it. This is what we've committed to. Alright. Apparently I was clearing out my prisons at the end of last stream. We can find something permanent soon. Yeah, it really is. And like the one that I was more excited about that I interviewed for recently, I got a rejection email today. I got like 2 other rejection emails. And yeah. At least we're gonna have a little bit less financial strain because my husband's partner. Oh, we don't want to usurp that because it's a kingdom title and we don't want kingdom titles. Okay. But my husband's partner and their partner, in the little chart that I drew at one point, this is Kezia, and I should have put him down as Ramor instead of Lore because I was going off of names of characters that we've had in D&D games. But the character he's playing in my game's name is Ramor, and his apprentice, who is obsessed with becoming a dragon, is named Lore. But they're going to be moving in with us and paying us rent, and that's going to help with a lot of the financial strain. If not causing a little bit of strain just because it's a lot of people to have in one house. But, oh, we don't have any armor on. We should commission some armor. Alright, I'm going to put this on slow speed and just kind of let time tick on for a little bit while I look and see if I can find someone who has a... let's see... Rejection, silence. One person who's close to the company says, don't worry, you're almost higher than the company. Yeah, that's rough. And, like, it's almost, like, nice to get a rejection at this point because then you know. And, like, a lot of the rejections that I've gotten, like, there was the healthcare place I was looking at before the new year. There was the more recent place, which was they were a technology company that made robots for factories. And, like, I'm not sure if they would have sent me a rejection if I hadn't proactively reached out to be like, hey, what's the next step? Oh, okay, my friend has been telling me he's impressed with Elisabetta's generosity? Okay. Cool. I think Elisabetta's trying to befriend me? I mean, sure. Okay, we were looking though. We want all people inside our diplomatic range. Not ruler. Has an... Oop. Basilios, our grandson. Who also could be a good candidate. He's ambitious now. I mean, full-time and benefits are kind of like a must. I've been trying to look for stuff that's comparable to my previous salary, which I was at $66K a year, with the job that I lost, but I don't think that's happening. Because a lot of those jobs I'm applying and I'm like one of 200 candidates and 20 of them have master's degrees and I'm sitting here with an associate's. This temp job pays like $16 an hour, which is kind of rough. I would ideally want at least like 24. If I'm like, that would be like as low as I would want to go, but yeah. And ideally, it would be something using my skill set. So, writing and graphic design and social media stuff. But, but, yeah, I guess this grandson could also potentially be an heir. He's our ward, so we're getting personality influence, and he's ambitious. Greatness awaits you. We'll keep an eye on him. I'll pin him. Alright, so we're looking for inspiration, regalia. I wish we could do, like, inspiration. That's a book. Like, I don't think we can sort by type of inspiration. It's just has inspiration. I'm looking for someone who wants to do armor. Ooh, something wondrous could also be fun, though. She doesn't want to come to court, though. Oh. Hi, Lady the Devil. You want to be in charge of this place? Well, you know I'm not gonna do that. He's our nephew. We have a reputation of nepotism to uphold. No. Oh, and he's engaged to one of Rachel's grandbabies. We can't take the prospects away from Rachel's line. They're like our little co-house that we want to keep an eye on. Actually, I'm curious. How many people are... 13 living members. Okay. Oh, hello. You're already betrothed into the family line. That's good. We've got some geniuses floating around here, though, in this family line. Like, good for them. Benjamin the Timid. But yeah, I'm probably, for what my skills... Like, I've started applying for things that are a little less in my skill set. Like, the more recent one was a office manager position that was going to be heavily heavily focused on planning events for the employees. Book. This is okay. This is the wondrous person. Ooh, here we go. She's armor and a master of her peers. All right, how can we befriend you? If I give you money, will you like me enough to come to my court? You will. And I'll give you even more money so that you come here. See, we just need to bribe the right people to get what we want. Oh, and we've got, okay, that's fun. She's married to a woman. I didn't even know that that could be a thing. Good for them, I guess, though. I love some lesbian armorers. Cool. What are you looking for in a job right now, Caesar? I'm also like, I'm looking, honestly, oh, rough gemstone has low. Yeah, we can repair that. I'm looking too, like, I'm not even looking at stuff that's necessarily close to my house at this point. Married to a woman, impossible to imagine, honestly. I mean, you saw it. Like, I didn't know that it could happen in the game, I guess is how I should have phrased it. Like, I did not know that there were any cultures, or is it... She's part of an organized Muslim faith. Like, I don't know if it's something that... Okay, diligent... Martial is men only. I don't see anything... I mean, obviously it's because they're philosophers. Or maybe it's something with her. No, she's... Okay, she's Catholic. I want to know how this came to be. I am all about it. But I want to know how. Like, why. It's going to be the best armor ever. And I think we're at the point where we can't... Until we get some... Oh. I spoke too soon. We can keep upgrading that. And then let's leave... Okay, we need the Hoardings Innovation if we're going to upgrade Constantinople itself. And we are researching... We're on horseshoes right now. I don't... No, we're on Armillary Sphere. Is Hoardings the next? It is. Okay, so we need to get through 4 more. So we just need to... Our nephew! Of course we'll confirm your governorship. I need specific benefits and it should be IT. I hope I can grab something which allows working from home. Yeah, the working from home and hybrid work it would be beneficial, but it's not necessarily like a need for me. Govern well, Strategos. But, ooh, we got a level of splendor. We're significant. But I can live without it, especially with, so Ramor, is also an IT person and has a hybrid job. And he and Jeff, like, my kiddo loves Ramor. Someone special to me. We don't need to dedicate the armor to anyone, that's fine. Ooh, can we get even more ridiculous and ask the Patriarch for money? Like, I know we're just casually sitting over here on almost 3,000 gold, but... That's what we should do. We should mentor Kyros. Oh, Matthias, you are not looking good, bud. You are maimed and ill. Anyway, but yeah, Ramor has a hybrid IT job. Oh, forcing you delegate. No, you're not getting a kingdom. We're not doing kingdoms. We will, however, mentor you in governance. Odds are excellent. Start scheme. Do I get agents? Wait, did it not go? Did it not fire? Okay. He has to consider it. I didn't realize it was something that they had to consent to. I don't know why he wouldn't, but... Oh, hooray. Has accused Governor Dominic. Oh, hey. We love a sodomite. I'm just gonna... Or can I pardon him? Is it something I can only do up here? Oop. Why do you keep losing Wait, why did you divorce my daughter? Kyros, what the fuck? This was part of the deal. Did she have like okay, she does have an adulterer thing. Okay. Ah, this is like ask me about jobs later in Discord. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'll ask you later. Stefania, why? I mean, she's almost... He's actively dying. I mean, I think anyone that I would marry her to Like, she's not going to have more kids. Let's look at alliance power. Who's willing to count? Are you you have a single county in Burgundy. But yeah, I'm applying for a lot of like I need to make an interview for a receptionist job. I do have a communications interview coming up on Wednesday. Um, I don't know how I feel about it though, because it's gonna be I need to do more research into the company. I'm gonna leave it at that. Hmm. Okay. So what if we do this guy? Chance of children, none. That's fine. But then his heir. Oh, we lost our antiquarian. Do we have a random... Are any of her kids, actually? Are any of her kids not... Because she has a lot of daughters. I know the youngest three are already in... Yeah, they're all betrothed to people already. Okay. Do I have any... He's 9. Athena's her niece. Yeah, I didn't think he would accept a matrimony. That's fine. There we go. Okay, and while I've been dawdling around with marriage compacts, we're up over 3,000 gold. What can I spend money on? Not my armies. They're already as big as they can be. I wonder if there's any way to refresh the Varangian throng. My deeds are spoken with reverence and envy the world over, foreign courts, village taverns. Today, Cosmos. You're halfway decent marshal. My friends and I hear wondrous mail being made for you and wish to donate. Oh, that's lovely. It is I who am honored. And I, while I'm thinking about armor, need a new... we'll get to poetry in a minute. You're already... You're an artificer, so you're also familiar. Do I have a good food taster? What makes you good at food tasting? Intrigue skill? You can do that. Cool. Hi, Shan Wolf! Hey, I gotta learn how to play this game. I own it, but the battle system confuses me. I can try... We'll go to war in a minute, and I'll try and explain to you. It's a numbers game. I'm bad at, like, real-time strategy. Alternatively, if you like being more hands-on with battle, because it's honestly just a matter of I have a bigger stack of soldiers and I have a more competent marshal at the head of them most of the time. But there is a really good mod. If you're familiar with Mountain Blade, I think it is the other game, and that's a game that you enjoy. There is a mod where whenever you enter a battle, you have the option to launch Mountain Blade, and it will auto-generate both sides of the battle in that game, and you can actually do the battle stuff in that way, and it will re-import the results back into CK. So I am not a Mountain Blade person personally, but I've heard a lot of good things. Yeah, it's cool. But if you are good with modding games and you would prefer that over the numbers game that it exists as, I've heard a lot of good things about it, though I've not played it myself. Hi, Maelstrom Mind. Yeah, I saw who's it? Many a True Nerd is one of the gaming YouTubers that I like, and I think it was his video on it a couple years ago. That turned me on to that. And like my ex really liked Mountain Blade and he thought it was a cool concept, but I want to know how to do it in vanilla first. Fair. Okay, well, who's writing poetry about me? Duke Narcissus. No matter how many days twist past, winds whisper coldly through the grass. Without him, we are hollow shells, all lonely hearts in separate cells. Ah, truly heartfelt. Yeah, it's a matter of there are three things that matter. One, your army's bigger. Okay, four things. One, your armor's bigger. Two, you are not actively crossing over a river or landing on shore because you get really bad debuffs for either of those. If you're defending a river crossing or if you are attacking an army that's just coming to shore, you're a lot more likely to win. Army quality is dependent on the number of it's depending on what your culture is or what type of government you have. It's a knight or a champion or I'm not even going to try and pronounce that word because I'm bad at pronouncing all the Greek despite us playing a very Greek game right now. So having the strongest of these guys, so you're looking at their prowess, not their martial, you're looking at their prowess. And then when you do have your army, you need to look at the commander. And the commander trait is based, the commander skill is based off a mix of their martial, their prowess, and any commander traits that they have. Okay, let's figure out where we can go to war. Sardinia, I think we were saying we were going to fight Sardinia or Bavaria. I can declare war on Bavaria, and I think I can take a whole de jure duchy. Spoleto, Croatia's probably the biggest duchy we can yoink right now. And, okay, so if you're looking right here, it's showing what our military powers are. The little, I have 3 squares right here. He has 2. That refers to our army quality. So the way that you get a higher army quality is you have less levies in your army because the levies are just assumed to be peasants that you've shoved a spear into their hands and said, go fight. More men-at-arms, and then better quality knights and better quality commanders with command traits. So if we go over here and we look here, this is his military strength. It's saying it's inferior to ours. If we look at that 11,000 number, 7,000 of it is levies, which is dragging down his quality. Where when you go and you look at our army commands, we still have a high number of levies, to be fair, but the sheer number of, we have multiple different types of men-at-arms is what's important. The other thing that you need to keep in mind with your men-at-arms, and it's something you can go and you can click and look at just by pulling up the individual men-at-arms battalion, I guess. I don't know the word for it off the top of my head. But it will say, so this is heavy cavalry. It's better against archers. So it's kind of like what's the chart where it's like when you're doing the Pokemon thing and it's like that water is strong against fire but weak to electric. I'm sure there's a chart for it on the wiki, but you also kind of have to look at the other people's army And you need to look and make sure, like, I've gone out of my way too with creating my men-at-arms. I have a cavalry that will counter archers. I have a counter for cavalry, though, as well, with my spearmen. And then I have a heavy infantry counter. I need to get archers. The next men-at-arms thing that I get is probably going to be archers, just because I think that's the only thing that I don't have represented. Yeah, rock, paper, scissors, the type chart. Yeah, if AI runs away from your army, you're probably going to win. That's another way to tell. The AI, though, honestly, is kind of dumb. And will definitely, like, I don't know if it's necessarily as bad now that we've had a few updates, but when the game first came out, armies can join in battles when battles are already partially under are already happening. It's a reinforcement thing. But if you start out really strong and you get to a certain point and they keep reinforcing and keep reinforcing, they can't overcome you winning that battle, and the AI will just kind of keep pouring soldiers in to try to, even though it's not going to, and you end up wiping out a bunch of their military. So the computer's a little dumb, and you got to take advantage of the computer being dumb. But the other thing is terrain. So my cavalry here are not really great in mountains, which is going to affect me if I try to take Croatia. Because if we come down here on the county by county level, oh gosh, where is it listed? Okay, if I hover over it, you can see it has the barony, holder development, and then it has a terrain listing and its hills. So I'm going to be, if I'm coming in here and I'm specifically sieging down the baronies, which your war score is dependent on you, in a large part on you controlling. I almost never like go out of my way to chase armies. I just will besiege towns and just keep besieging towns as long as there are towns available to besiege. Which, honestly, over archers, when I do get to create another men-at-arms regiment, I need siege weapons. That's going to be important. But yeah, so it's building, so like, but if I wanted to modify my troops, because you always have mercenaries, I'm going to look at each troop type, and I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to say, okay, these guys are good in hills. So I'm more likely to hire these mercenaries to help assist my army, because I'm going to be going in here and I'm going to be fighting in hills. It's a weird calculus, I'll give you that. But to be honest, just build siege weapons and focus on besieging things and not chasing armies everywhere, and you're mostly good. All right, but yeah, let's go to war. Let's go and take Croatia. And then I'm going to come in here. The other thing that you need to keep in mind, so when you have armies, it will give the armies a certain amount of supply, and commander traits can affect what your supply is, and where you rally can affect what your supply is. But, and this is something that the AI, you get attrition. So right here you have a monthly attrition, and it's based in part on your supplies. One second. I'm going to move myself quick because I'm kind of covering important stuff that I'm talking about. So I'm going to hide over here in this corner for a minute. So my army is mustering right now. Let's get back to where that is. This is my commander. This little 16 here is my commander advantage. I can open up and I can look. And so his commander advantage is based off of his martial skill and this never back down trait. And then you can look and see their different, so rough terrain expert has advantage in hills and mountains. This guy, he's not available because he's currently he's at a tournament, so I can't make him be my army leader. He would be good though because he is the rough terrain expert. So you really want to pay attention to your commander traits and your commander skill. And there's something like, I want to say the more recent updates actually put a little bit more weight onto your commander advantage and how it calculates casualties. So make sure that you get this, you pick the people with the biggest number on display there. But you get a certain amount of attrition based off of your supplies and based off of the counties you're in and how far away you are from your border. And I honestly don't pay attention to it. Like the, hi Corin! Yeah, very big numbers. We want the biggest numbers. But like you'll often see the AI, I don't think he's mustered any of his soldiers in response to us declaring war yet. But you'll often see the AI keeping multiple armies split, or they'll like have one barony that's being sieged down, and then they'll put in the counties around them smaller amounts of armies. They're doing that to avoid the attrition and the supply limits. Yay, everyone is happy that Corin's here. I'm happy that Corin's here. Corin's the one that makes it so that we get to play this. Because he's the one who got me the Roads to Power expansion. But I don't personally find that the attrition, like, unless you're doing something really, really wrong, the attrition doesn't matter. You can keep your armies grouped up. And it's not gonna hurt anything. Alright, but yeah, we do want some hills, so we're going to hire these guys, and they'll muster here with the rest of our armies, and then we don't have a lot of archers, and these guys are also good. They're already hired, though. Let's see if we can find a band that has some archers in it. They're expensive. Mercenaries are expensive. We're going to leave that for now. I think we're going to be fine. But yeah, and you can see too, based off of the makeup of the army, so we're elite quality here because the number of levies in this army that's mustering is very low compared to the sheer number of all of our other military force. Well, meanwhile, over here, we've got the little 2 cubes over here because we do have some men-at-arms here, but the ratio of levies to skilled, trained soldiers is a lot less. And sometimes it's not even worth it to take the levies along. You have the option to only raise your men-at-arms, and if your men-at-arms are by themselves are anywhere near close to the whole army of whatever you're attacking, just raise the men-at-arms. It's not worth the income tick down that you get for having all of the levies raised. It just isn't. We're close enough for my comfort that I'm going to keep our levies in our army. But, oh, speaking of which, hey, you. Alright, so potential battle. We've got the more, actually, I'm going to can I change you out? Because you are very low. We're going to change you out. You're 15. I don't think we have a better option than you right now. You're our mercenary commander. You're still mustering. But yeah, so we're giving our potential battle. Always take the Chevy to the levee. But what if the levee is dry? You do have, yeah, Norse lets you make shield maidens, as long as the person that you're targeting has a high enough prowess. Yeah, see, look at they're starting to run away from me. So we come in here and we can see, luckily it's going off of the commander advantage of our mercenaries because he had the best. But yeah, and you can see what's glowing down here. Our cavalry's being countered, but we're countering strong. These guys, they have the slightly higher commander advantage, but we have the better quality troops overall. And we also have the advantage of flexible leader, I think, is helping, and they have reckless, which actually means that they have a potential. It's rolling dice in the background of all of this, and he has the potential to roll lower. He has the potential to roll higher a lot more often, but lower a lot more often. And it looks like we're gonna wipe them. Okay. Oh, my. Why are you trying to kill each other? Can't we all just get along? I'm literally fighting a war right now. I can't worry about my court artificer trying to kill my brewmaster. Oh, and we have a court event. It came to me in a dream. I've been thoroughly enjoying the quarters you've assigned to me. They're so spacious, so I can pace around while thinking and work undisturbed. The view of the garden is breathtaking and inspiring, and the bed, oh, the bed is so comfortable. Aw, it's our lesbian armor. We're gonna have armor that's a slightly higher quality. Huzzah. A kind of cheap way that you can boost your prowess and thereby your commander advantage, by the way, is with armor. Like, it pays to invest, especially if you're going to have a heavy military leader, to invest in quality armor and weapons. Because, like, having this hammer, it increases just the number of knights we have, it increases our base prowess, and then our knight effectiveness, which is another thing that affects the rolling score of any given battle, is how well all of your knights are performing. Court position is more important. You need to protect her. We're never going to reach our potential. She's doing fine. Huzzah, we won. Alright, so now we can go and we can start sieging down. And then, yeah, I need to find, one second, I might pull up a screenshot quick. So I have the Norse Adventure campaign that I'm running right now. That's like my private personal game. And you can do some crazy things with investing into your champions in the North. The Norse just fight better because it's part of their they have like a warrior culture thing that automatically gives them all prowess buff. And I've super invested into like having high quality men at arms as an adventurer and having like all of my camp has all of the military bonuses that I can get. And let me quick toggle over. Let's see if it'll do this. It didn't want to do this last time I tried to show pictures. Is it gonna... Okay, it's not showing the photo, is it? No, show my photo. Okay, it doesn't want to show the photo. I might pop it into the Discord. I'll just pop it into the Discord, and you guys should join the Discord if you're not already on the Discord. But it was a battle that I took part in. I basically, like, I was down and I brought my Norse adventurers down to, like, the Gold Coast in Africa, and I offered for, like, the King of Guyana to join a war. And I had like, 1/3 of the men that these guys had. And I ended up, I had like 70 casualties, and I almost wiped their entire army off the face of the map. It was beautiful. But you can do some really ridiculous things if you get your commander scores high enough and you invest enough into the quality of your men-at-arms. There we go. There's that screenshot, and I will put the Discord in the chat. Discord link. I just posted it. What are you talking about, Caesar? I can see it. It's right there. It's in the general chat. It's because of the beards and the long hair and the boats. Yeah. All right. Okay. But yeah, there are ways, there are pretty easy ways to cheese the way that the battle system in here works. But if you don't want a cheesy battle system, like I said, Mountain Blade. It's impressive that you got that far ahead of me, considering you guys are watching on a lag. All right. Yeah, and see, because I have the multiple siege weapons that are in with me right now. Oh, right, I forgot. I have the special Imperial armies, and I must still have control over some of the Imperial... Okay, yeah. I forgot about all my Imperial guys, but I have a lot of siege weapons over here. That's why I thought I had archers, and I have... Okay. Anyway. We're sieging down things fast, because we have lots of rock throwy boys. Ooh, and now we have our grandiose pavilion in our mansion. We can upgrade to a regal ballroom. Oh no, we have a pox named after us. What? Cincinius's pox. Oh, it's smallpox. It's not typhus for once. I'm honestly just impressed that it's not typhus. We're all gonna die. Okay. Ooh, we have an adventurer inspiration. Sure, we'll send you to Asia Minor. Cool. But yeah, your war score is a mix of your occupied holdings, which, again, that can go up to 150% of your war score. It's important. And then your battles. It's also great if you happen to catch some important prisoners. But honestly, usually the prisoners you catch are not that important, even if they feel like they should be important. First I named a kid, 60 later. The pox carries his name. Yep. Ooh, we got flexible mail. Controlled territory defender. I mean, the plus 11 prowess is very important, but now all we need is a crown. Mm. Are you gonna come fight me? Or are you running away? They're running away. We could potentially. See, they're keeping all of the armies separated out into 4 for the sake of supplies too. But I'm gonna quick combine them, and then we're gonna Station our besiegers to keep the minimum needed there. Let's go chase some guys. Oh, that's not what I meant. I want... Who's a good... Because I want the guy with the best... okay, we'll put you there for now. Because we want the other army, the bigger army. We're going to take the guy with the better command score. We'll leave the other guy here. This might be a trap. But at the same time, I don't see any other... What do you mean we're okay, maybe not. We're just gonna stay here. Again, it's not worth it to chase the armies around, as fun as it can be. Goblet Master. I'll show you a Goblet Master. My Perceptive Cupbearer is a dependable man, bearing responsibilities with considerable aplomb. That's one of those words I've only read and I haven't actually pronounced out loud before. Not only does he ensure my cup overfloweth, but those two of the guests of my court, always with a smile, such enthusiasm. Treat my visitors well, brimming goblets, special attention. We don't want to stress him out. Just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a good job, buddy. Yeah, I don't think that's the sort of legacy you want either. But I mean, at least your name's going down in history. Oh, we are without a steward. Matthias is still holding in there somehow. Okay, all of my powerful vassals suck. Oh, Jesus, okay. Everything's happening all at once. Do I already have Kyros on my council? Is Kyros in here? Does he have a good stewardship? What are you good at? Oh, you're literally a fortune builder. I mean, we have a lot better, but at the same time, nepotism. Where's Kyros? There we go. The other benefit of making sure that your heir is on your council is that your counselors get bonus experience if they're doing, and he's lifestyle's wealth focus right now, so he's going to be leveling up his lifestyle focuses faster. My grandson has asked me for a scorporeal for a long time. I told him we would get one in 3 months if he displayed more focus. He simply waved my offer off, saying he doesn't really care about it anymore. Yeah, Fickle's fine. Alright, what do we want? We did murder. We did murder Cincinius successfully. I don't remember why we did, but you were very upset about it, so we named a random kid and now we're playing as him. But okay, help me figure out, what do we want to send her to get? She can get an exotic animal, a trinket, a tapestry or artwork, or we can just leave her for her instincts. She's going to... It said she was going to Asia Minor, so she's going to be down here, I believe. I don't remember what exactly the game considers Asia Minor, if it's down into India or if it counts like a big portion of the Middle East, just because what we consider the Middle East, because that's what would have been considered Asia Minor at the time. I want to say that it was one of the random guys that kept slandering us was why we killed the original Cincinius. kind of want to just leave it to her instincts. I'm not seeing any strong opinions in the chat, so I'm just going to leave it to her instincts. Bam. You've never heard fly. Oh, wonderful. My brother Kiro seems to have thoroughly appreciated my advice regarding administrative matters. Hooray, we gained some influence, and he gained 9 trait experience for Strategos. He's also got monitored governance, which is helping with his stewardship and influence gain. Fantastic. Alright, we should probably keep an eye on our soldiers, shouldn't we? Oh. I love how it's like giving us it's the fort level's too high. We're still gonna have it sieged down in 3 months. Where is this? Oh, there's its pox. That's fine. That's like all the way across the bay. We're fine, right? We don't need to worry about that. It's not ominously named after us or anything. I have because we tried to keep presents to a minimum and cheap this year because of financial things. But my husband picked up a bunch of, like, when it was on sale after Halloween, a bunch of, like, off-brand Fun Dip candy. And I got that as a Christmas present. But yeah, see how the AI is splitting up all of the armies, though? And watch, now when we take this portion of army away by itself, and we march them down here, now we're getting... It's just a matter of, this up here was mountains, but now they're down, this is considered plains. And they have all of their armies split up into a bunch of little guys. So, what was that about? It being all the way across the bay? I mean, it's even more across the bay. It's over in, it is like right next to our home estate, but summon the physician! Let's see. I have a number of observations regarding the pox, chiefly the way patients are riddled with scars and rashes. Does not appear to be too severe. It's my recommendation as a professional that we take a light approach. I mean, you are a renowned physician and an herbalist, and have a very high learning score. Saw Sissy Jr. for a brief moment. We have quite a... I feel like there are way more Cinciniuses than Adonises right now. I think you've gotten your wish already. We'll take her word for it, a soft approach, and hope that she doesn't feed us a rabid beaver liver or whatever the last physician that we had treat us for plague did. Oh. Early prevention is a success. We get mild epidemic prevention, plague resist. Do we already have her? Ooh, we are going to switch her over to control plagues as well. It costs a little extra, but we're not really worried about money. And they're done with that barony, so we can move on to the next one. And we... Alright. See, and because they had their army split up, we've got this super small army. And see, they're going to keep feeding their guys in, but we're already so far past the midline that even as they feed more and more guys in, we had enough advantage to the battle to begin with that being reinforced does nothing. almost died. From a bloody flux. There's bloody flux wandering around? What the hell? The Pale Mare. Oh, okay. Well, that means we need a new Chancellor. He was mostly there because we felt bad that we got his son killed. You're a powerful vassal and are actually... You are my buddy, though, and you are a 10-hole diplomacy better than that guy. That's not who I clicked. Don't do that. Okay. Ah, poor Matthias. We hardly knew ye. Sorry we got your son killed, because we wanted him to be emperor. Better be careful about money the moment you get careless. It's all... Yeah, that's... Cool. So that gave us another 19% to our war score. And we're going to move our army back up here. We're doing good sieging down that, so we're actually going to move this bigger army over a barony. It kind of spreads them out in a way that I'm not a fan of, but I got rid of him. It was an accident. I misclicked. I noticed I did it immediately. We've got our buddy. I think this was the buddy that when we were like lying infirm in bed stayed next to us too, which is very sweet. Oh, you know what would be a perfect thing to do at this time that we have... Actually, I want to see, because we're getting, like, plague notifications out the wazoo right now. Yeah, so we've got Cincinius's pox over here, and we have Mountains Flux, which I assume is the Bloody Flux. Yeah. Also, bonus points if anyone got my Song of Ice and Fire reference when I just called this the Pale Mare. Do we have any other... Are we just... Oh, and then we've got... Consumption. So we've got consumption right next door. We've got the Pale Mare riding over to our east. We've got Cincinius's pox all around the Aegean. Yeah, we are just a hotbed of disease right now. Fun. But yeah, I don't usually like having my soldiers that spread out, but the way that the baronies... Oh, of course, we can take advantage of all of this disease that's floating around to bring a bunch of people together to have a party to confirm this random vassal. Serve me well, Strategos. Super spreader event! Sissy will outlive them and live till 90. Right? I'm pretty sure that Sissy's gonna outlive Kyros. Not just because the last person that we made our heir... Okay, he has a 13-year-old betrothal now. But not just because the last guy we named heir was untimely murdered, but because I think that he's a veteran, or he's got veteran traveler, so he's getting a bonus, but he's a drunkard. Like, we're 20 years older than him, and I think we're healthier than him right now, despite being obese. Oh, you wanna know what would be another option for super spreader event? We can hold a grand right now. Who cares about all this disease? We can get witchy. We can get witchy about it. I don't care who wants to murder Olaf. But the other thing you need to keep in mind too, because I used to do this all the time, you need to keep tabs on when you are going to station soldiers around. Oh, and we are done with that, so we'll just move them back over to be next to each other. So whenever you go for a county, if you want to make sure that you get control of the county, you need to look at the actual types. So this one was easy because there's only one thing built. There's no holdings of any type in most of it. But say with this one, the only way that you get control of the county is by the holding, or the castle holding specifically. So you can't just station soldiers on a city. They won't siege it in the same way that they siege down a castle holding. The cities are more for people who are playing as raiders to go in and raid. You don't actually get anything from, like, the whole county gets taken if you take the castle. So you need to go for the castle in the county. It doesn't really do anything if you just sit your soldiers on top of the city. Loathsome wolves in the plains. My search has led me to the plains of... You are still inside of my empire. This is not the grand adventure that... I mean, I guess you're on your way that way. Okay. Good reason to think my goal is near. I expect to return soon. You haven't made it outside of the empire. I know we're a big empire, but let's see. Her knowledge should keep her safe. I hope she doesn't have to fight one. Yeah, we'll just have her take the long way around. We're not worried about speed. But yeah, and right now we're getting... Oh, okay. Please move fast enough so that you don't get... Okay, we're good. And see, that little thing that almost happened there was why I always feel nervous about splitting my armies in any way. We don't split the party. Gonna repair that. Oh, and we have our regal ballroom, which means I think we have one more. Oh no, we can't. Okay. So we need to get to the next set of cultural innovations, which will unlock either in 1050 or once we do 3. All right, we got horseshoes. We were getting exposed to horseshoes. Now we're getting exposed to bailiffs. So we might just keep our whatever we're researching. Ooh, we're at 70. Did we take anyone important prisoner? No. But we should probably go and chase these guys off of the cities we just took before they take them back. Ooh, you're gonna give us money, though. Pay for your freedom. You are not gonna give us money. You can sit there. It's something that I've kind of played around with in this other adventure campaign that I'm running on my own time, too. Because it's so hard to get people to join. Ooh, we have an uninvited guest. He's a giant. He's an herbalist giant. Yeah, the more the merrier. This is a super spreader event, after all. Alright. And see, this is going to be the same thing again. But we've initiated the fight. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to read from the grimoire again. Yeah, instruct me in the art of strategy. I would love Ooh, siege weapon effectiveness. That's useful for what we're currently doing. Give me that. Right. But see, yeah, it's going to be the same thing where they're bringing all of their soldiers in. They're funneling to try and get this back, and it's just not going to get back. Excellent. And then we just boop down here. And honestly, at this point, it's just kind of a sweep up the leavings of their armies, and the longer, so the war score objective, this little, when you're in your military thing, your war objective is whatever this little lighter color is. So I'm going for the Duchy of Croatia right now. So all of that is what's highlighted in that blue there. I could go up and I could start sieging down just up in Bavaria in general, but the longer I hold all of the holdings of this is just going to keep ticking up. And that's what we really want. Ooh, the king is leading this army. Can we catch the king? I would love to catch a king right now. Did he get away? Look at this. Look at this. We lost one guy in that fight. We wiped out all but 6 of their guys, and those 6 survivors are probably whatever knights were in that group and the king. Oh, that would have been so fun if we would have caught their king right there. Because a captured king, I think this is still something you can do. Too, it's another strategy that people do for wars if they have a really intriguey character. So if you climb up the schemer track, you can get a perk called Kidnapper. And there's an abduct scheme where you can just yoink people and take them prisoner. And what people will do is they'll set up that scheme for the king of whatever country they're about to declare war on. And they will wait until right before the scheme is about to fire, and then they'll hit the declare war button, and then the scheme will fire, and they'll automatically have a 100 war score because they have the enemy, a war leader, in captivity. Yeah, I think we have successfully, we've wiped out almost his entire army in all of this. But might as well. I think that's technically part of the... Yeah, this is part of Croatia too, so we'll just come down here and we'll take this barony. And by the time we get that Boleslav's pox... Oh, hey, it's the son that we disinherited. Sure, we'll confirm you to your governorship. Oh, yay, and his wife that we married to that random witch guy is... Look at them. Oh, hey, that was where that genius kid, it's his granddaughter. Where's Boleslav's pox? Syracuse? Jesus, the Mediterranean is a mess right now. All these diseases running rampant. Oh. Oh. Yeah, of course you can. Of course, Kyros, you can go fight whoever you want to fight. I believe in you. Huh? No, our son tried... So, this was the stream that you weren't here for, Caesar. Our son, Adonis, tried to kill us. So, in response to trying to kill us, we stripped him of his governorship, and we made him a monk. So he can't inherit titles and he can't be married anymore. And then we took his daughter as our ward, and one of the last times we had a grand rite, this guy showed up, and I was like, look at this genius, we're gonna marry him to our, which we also got confirmation that we also got confirmation, not him, I think, but it was one of his sisters, I think, we got confirmation our wife had cheated on us. So my whole whose blonde baby is this thing is an actual thing. But we took his daughter as our ward. we married her to this random guy that showed up to one of our grand rites. We gave him a governorship. And then somehow our son, despite being a monk, got voted into having a new duchy. And he's just over here living with his choices. That's why the Adonises aren't popular in the Empire anymore, yeah. Okay, we're gonna go look, actually. How many Adonises do we have versus... Can I search by name? So if I search... Alright, how's the name actually? Sisinnnios. Well, that... Alright, it won't let me search by... But yeah, there's not a lot of... I haven't seen any Adonises yet. We have more Basiliosis, which is a reference to the holding the Empire title. Oh, there's one Adonis. There's another Adonis, so that's two Adonises. We still have some Damioses floating around too. But there's a Cincinius. There's another Adonis. Okay, Adonis is still pretty high up there. We've seen a lot more Adonises than we have seen Cinciniuses. We have a lot of Basilioses, though. Also, whenever I see Xenon popping up, all I can think of is Xenon Girl of the 21st century. Oh. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Is there... I don't think there's a sort by name option. No. Alright. Do something! Let's talking about names and talk about this massive outbreak of plagues. The patriarch, the people expect us to perform acts to help them. I've seen this type before. All we need to do is purge some filthy animals. We can... Oh. I don't think culling the sheep is gonna help. I wish that there was a... I wonder if in, like, the general search, like, if I go find character, if I type in... Did I even spell that correctly? Probably not. Oh. Yeah. It's not even bringing us up. It's... Okay. Anyway. I like the name Kiros, though. Oh no. His future wife has smallpox. And I do also like the name Sebastianos. I like the name Sebastianos. Oh no! No! Sebastianos, you can't die! Please, someone save Sebastianos. Fecund doesn't... I want to say when the game first came out, having Fecund gave you a health boost, and they just switched it to a years of fertility boost instead. Which makes more sense for what the trait is supposed to be, but... Still. Malingering scent. In times like these, it's best to be wary of strange smells. Get your sachets here, only the finest and best herbs used. The crafty merchant stall is covered with various aromatics, and he holds a pouch filled with them in each hand. Ooh, I can get overly fragrant. I'll buy one, but not for that price. One couldn't hurt. 300 gold. You know, we have the gold. He's 40, he shouldn't be betrothed anyway. Oh no! Our friend died. We're down a counselor again. Everyone, stop. Yes, I know, people are dying. I get it. Okay, we'll do the actual guy who's our powerful vassal this time. Famine fever? What do you mean famine fever? What's famine fever? It's typhus, again. There's smallpox, there's typhus, there's the pale mare, there's this, there's that. My legion advocates, some say that if it were not for your ardent support, the governance would have never become mine. They speak truly. Oh, okay. Oh no. Oh, we won the war at least. Enforce demands. So be it. And now we can usurp the Duchy of Croatia. And then we can grant it to someone of our dynasty. Sort by age. Oh, hey, we could give it to little Cincinius, who's married to the... Oh, he's married to the heir of Burgundy. I don't want Croatia accidentally going to Burgundy. So not little Cincinius. We're not rehiring the 3 diplomacy guy. Okay, who... Valerios? We could give it to an Alexios. He's vengeful. Or I could just give it to my daughter. I didn't know I... Oh, it's because she's already a Torma, probably. How about Xenon? Xenon, you need a new wife. It's fine. Here, have Croatia, Xenon. I trust you to find your own wife. Grant appointment. Have Croatia. Best of luck to you. He didn't do any mistakes, no bad events whatsoever. I just haven't given him enough of a chance, is that what you're saying? Alright, traveler claiming to be employed under my beneficiary is brought to me carrying a message. She's in good health. I bring you news that she's on a great adventure near Zabulistan. I mean, that's more in the direction I wanted you to go. I'm just glad that your life is an adventure. Explore the area for artifacts. There we go. I wanted you to go further east. A secret exposed. Athene is not... Oh. I mean, that tracks. Kyros is gay, so it tracks that there's maybe some... But instead is the child of Valerios, who is also still Zephyros. Daughter, how could you? This is probably why Kiros put her aside, to be honest. I'm at a loss for words, except I'm really not. Oh shit, we can ransom prisoners. More money! Lives are gold. Gold is the lifeblood of the realm. Merchants bring much of the wealth. Famine fever still spreads across the realm. Kiros has brought missives from the rate. Trade rich coastal provinces. We can control the outbreak, my lord, with what feels like bluffed confidence, requiring all merchants to sequester themselves before they bring goods to market areas, ensure they aren't infected. Yeah, quarantining. It saves lives. Do it. All the COVID choices, yeah. I mean, this game came out in 2020, and the expansion that brought in the big plagues was definitely developed during the pandemic. So I have a feeling that a lot of these plague-related ones are with a bit of what went on in our lives in mind. You can be, not you, you can be tax collector. Can pardon criminals. Yeah, study your own gemstone. You're fine. Okay, why? I don't care that my court physician fucks. I can pardon her. Why? Ooh, we got. Ooh, hello, renown bonus. I return from the Middle East with an artifact from my journey. I take the bulky bundle into my hands and loosen the cords before peeling layer after layer of fabric. Inside is a box. A local artisan gave it to her after she saved her from a pack of wild animals. Interesting. It's a pedestal item, which I think we have room to put a pedestal item out. We do. Wonderful. Masterfully worked in ivory, the body of the box and lid are inlaid with gold decorations. Renown bonus. Alright, he's excommunicated. Yeah, I have some pardons. Pardons all around. Pardons for everyone. But you want to be my steward. No, nepotism. We need Kiros to be our steward. Do we want to fight? Okay, it is almost midnight, and I do have to work in the morning, so I'm probably not going to stream that much longer. But I think we can do a quick fight with Sardinia. Oh shit, my armies are still raised. Ha. I completely forgot I just had a bunch of guys sitting in Croatia for no reason. We could see Spoleto. Or... Did we get any bonuses from... Because we got all of the stuff about Justinian's dream. I can't hold a triumph because I'm infirm. Okay, let's see. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. We're gonna do this quick. I didn't even realize this was a thing. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that quick. But we have a ton of money. Meaning a place for all teachings. It was founded in 425 by Theodosius II and hosted 31 chairs, half taught in Latin, half taught in Greek. That's really cool. I love all the historical stuff that they put in this game. Like, I know it's inherently a. He's gonna live till midnight. He's gonna, like you said, he's gonna be like 99. He's gonna outlive every single person that I try to dedicate as his heir, and we're gonna end up as some random grandnephew instead of the people that I've wasted a ton of time and resources and thought into inheriting. Right. But I was gonna see. Because we have the Restore Roman Empire. I feel like we should have a cautious belli for taking specifically the places that would help us with that. It would maybe make the achievement too easy. Oh. Basilio seemed to enjoy our latest feast. Greedy, gregarious. Yeah, well, I'll show him how to make friends at the feast. We love a gregarious king. Also, in case you're still our backup heir, let's find you a decent wife. Let's reset all those to default. He is a survivor. Oh, mental break, imposter. Recently, I feel like I'm not worthy of being the emperor. Do others doubt themselves as I doubt myself? I mean, that's a whole mood, sissy. This is me all day, every day. I try to be good and compassionate. Others seem to be so much more beloved than I. Hey, everyone loves you. You should know all of these people in chat over here cheering you on, sissy. 500 gold for a new cloak. No, we're just gonna keep eating. We're gonna eat our feelings. Let's see. Oh, this random guy is claiming to be a saint. Sure. Yeah, I'm a scholar. I will test him myself. I find the truth. He's truly a holy man. Fantastic. Alright, so who gives us the best alliance power for this random? Okay, maybe that's not the best. Prestige gain? Lots of carlings showing up. My lord! Oh. Oh, it's Athena again. Honey. Oh, okay. She's just, ever since her husband got murdered, it's gone downhill for her. Let's just look around similar ages. You're what, 13? Do we have any other tweens? A hidden ally? Granados. He's our nephew. Yeah, we're all witches here. There's no need for you to convert me to the horned god. I am already there. Okay, are there any kids around your age that would be a good match? Okay, these are 10-year-olds. That's within. We've got a fecund. We've got ambitious and fecund. Daughter of a mayor, though. Chuck Norris in CK3. The plague died for. That's. Yes. That is a fantastic way of looking at it. Did the plague die? Did we get that? I feel like the plague is still kicking around. It's still a little too early to call that, but interesting. There's a wolf sighting. You are the daughter of a mayor. That's not super prestigious. You are also the daughter of a mayor. Oh, you're wrathful. Traits are turning out. There's also Kale is temperate and humble. And is, Kale. 1.4% chance of the kids being inbred. We'll take that risk. We're going to start getting, just by the sheer number of cousin marriages I've been doing, we're going to start getting inbred eventually. I'm hoping that I went high enough up the blood tree to avoid it, but you suck, you suck. Hi, Mr. the Trickster. Would you be my... Yes, and you love me, so you will be a good spy master. We can hold a chariot race. Right, let's hold court quick. Archon, Constantine, looking disapproving before realizing it's her turn to speak. She says, giving some precious time to finalize her thoughts. Smiles and laughter are a great indicator of a lively court. I suggest for someone who would make a great jester to come and entertain us. My lady, if I may, a jester will ruin the sophisticated air of this court, replace it with its refinement with crude, infantile humor. Well, this guy isn't even going to be a good jester. He's paranoid. We don't need a paranoid jester. A perfect rule for Archon Constantine. Oh, that's rude. I'll look into it another time. I don't need a jester right now. Hey, Kyros! There's so much potential in the Torma of Brisas for a regional center of commerce. Oh, trade should be encouraged. Yeah, we'll start building a city. That's fine, yeah. Let's build a city. I've got the money for it. Gunnar, my court musician and champion charioteer. You're certainly aware the anniversary of the founding of our glorious Queen of Cities falls on the 11th of May. Organize a festivity. Yeah, grand celebration. Hey, hosting a chariot race is 50% cheaper. It looks like we're doing a chariot race. Because that's what we need is more gold right now. But we cannot deny the glory of bread and circuses. Sure, we'll make the patriarch. We're already good on legitimacy and popular opinion. We don't need to murder anyone. We'll just keep it recreation. Delights for the masses. Let the demes be roused. Okay, do we want to kick Sardinia's butt? I can't because we're doing a chariot race. All right, maybe not a war before bed. Maybe just a chariot race before bed. We are so close. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get the Oh no, we lost our chief eunuch. He had a stroke. Unfortunate. But there's an achievement if you can get an entire lifestyle unlocked like this, and we're gonna get that with Sissy. A scheme at court. I don't care. If my nephew wants to kill a random Varangian guard, I don't have strong opinions on it. Ooh, and I can vassalize someone. Wonderful. Where were you? Oh, you're right next to Venice, that's why. Okay, I should probably, what? Grant Vassal? Actually, if he needs that guy, it'll show me, won't it? Because I feel like you're supposed to be. Oh no, you're part of Italy, so you're not his rightful vassal, that's why. Oh well. I think it's too early. Yeah, we can't fight the King of Bavaria again for a while. We might need to set our... We've had our Chancellor set to domestic affairs. I think I'm going to set it to foreign for a bit to see if we can get rid of that Bavaria truce. Because Bavaria owns... I love how the Kingdom of Italy is almost not in Italy. Like, it's... The Kingdom of Italy is mostly... what, France and, trying to remember. It's Lombardy and Savoy. Yeah, it's mostly just in what should be the Kingdom of Burgundy. Oh, we got more weapons, too. Alright, let's get through this chariot race. We're gonna... Okay, yeah, we can officially say that we outlived the pox that was named after me, because we've got a neo-partisan pox now, but everything else has gone away. I mean, go to jail to immediately be ransomed? Don't do it again. Not quite horny jail, but... Stabby jail? There's horny jail and there's stabby jail? He says he got the pox and after 3 agonizing years the pox died. Alright, Gunnar. I believe in you. This is your 3rd chariot race. It's 3rd time's the charm, right? You're going for the Reds. We need to believe in you. We need you to at least get 2nd or 1st, Gunnar. I believe in you. We're putting 200 on you, my guy. Please. You've been my charioteer for more than a decade. I believe in you. Oh, they don't like Valerios? You're the one who slept with Kyros' wife, right? I could get you... He's on my council? What are you doing on my council again? He's my marshal. Do I really want a rival right now? He's fine. We'll stick up for him. Oh. Well, we don't have another chaste fornicator this time, but she's comely. Okay, we have the money to spend, and you'd think that with all that money that we wouldn't end up in an aviary. Not letting you get away, she becomes your lover and moves to your court. What an occasion the races are. Sure, Maria can come to court. Gunnar got rich after rigging so many races. That must be it, right? Ooh, what is up with your face? Marinona. Oh, leper. Okay. Sure, you can come in. I will lead a rallying cry for all of the red team. Hey, that put Gunnar up to the top. All right. I speak of my beneficence and the loyalty I expect in return. And watch, we've only put a pittance down on Gunnar every single time. Now that we have a ton of money, and we're going to be getting a ton more money from hosting this, he's going to actually win. Oop. The pack of chariots is bunched close, so close that just one could wildly disrupt all of the others. One of our drivers, Cosmos, starts veering wildly left, right, and left again. How clever, how bold. He's trapping the main pack behind his sidewinding barrier. Meanwhile, my chosen racer, Gunnar, streaks ahead. Amazing. Oh. The poor cheated supporters of Cosmos. Okay, apparently because I'm compassionate, we're gonna feel bad. But this seems like it's a strategy that they're doing on purpose. Oh! A once overlooked charioteer defies all odds, blazing past the competitors. Oh no! God loves some of his children more than others. Oh. Petros grips the reins and urges his fine steed around the curve tightly as possible, and the crowd goes wild. Bad luck. Alright, he's still in second. Okay. The first three charioteers blaze across the finish line. Trinios, Gunnar, and Valeriu. Well, yeah, we got 1,500 for hosting plus 502. We didn't win, but we bet on first or second, and we got second, so. And he improves his charioteer skill. Until next time. Alright. Why would I ever want to adopt feudal ways? We're not doing that. No. Ooh, we can commission an epic, though. Of course we want the accomplished storyteller. Alright, and then, I I know it's midnight. It's midnight. I really need to go to bed. But we could... I mean, what's supposed to be de jure? Okay, what's our empire titles? Alright, no, that's all supposed to be Italia. Okay. Yeah, we have everything that's de jure Eastern right now. I mean, I kind of want to just... Is this single county independent? I'm so sorry for what I'm about to do to you. We'll fight Sardinia next time. We're just gonna take this one county away from this random lady. Oh, the other thing to keep an eye out when you're doing, since we were talking about like how to do military stuff in this game, your rally points. I always delete any rally points that I'm not currently using. Wait. Okay. Any rally points that I'm not about to use, we're gonna put it there. Because if you have too big of an army, and it wants to do that thing where it splits, and you have a rally point that's set on the other side of your empire, I've had my armies accidentally raise. And we're just going to raise our men-at-arms, because our men-at-arms alone are going to outnumber the entire forces of this one poor county. Like, this is mean. I feel almost a little bad for this, but... let's see. It's a family history, so be generous. Let's get that renown. We've got quite a while before another legacy, but our next legacy is going to be Eternal City, which will give us the ability to build a cabinet of curiosities. Bullying the little people, shame, shame. It's strategic. We want to take Calganari from the King of Sardinia next time, because there's like a special building down here that gives you additional like income. So we need it so that we have a launching point for when we fight the bigger guys next time. I mean, not anymore, because I've already declared the war. She was not going to be accepting of that, though. Her realm was too distant, a base reluctance, cultural acceptance. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Telling of a wonderful moral, the Zephyros dynasty has always seen greatness when advised by the clerics, and dark times when they failed to heed that advice. It's the other way around. 300 renown. 100 renown? 300 prestige? Something, something. Does she have any allies, even? She's allied. Okay. Well, Oh, and we just won immediately. We took her captive and in the first battle and immediately won. See, efficiency. We're not going to do that right now. Nope. Alright. And we're a theologian. Unlock. Fantastic. We've completed all of the trees. Look at that. Look at that. Now, what do we want to focus on next? I think we're going to pop over to stewardship just because we have so much money. We're going to start building stuff. Not just our estate. Our estate is as built as it can be. But that will all be for next time. So I will see you guys Wednesday night. Thank you for coming. I'm hoping that this stream we had enough activity in the chat and everything. I am this close. This close. I have the follower count. I have all of the metrics except for like average viewership for affiliate. And I think once I reach affiliate, I might play around a little bit with like my display and OBS a little bit more. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for coming, Caesar. It's always fun having you in chat. But yeah, I'm gonna go to bed because I'm gonna be running around hauling books everywhere and super sore tomorrow. But good night. See you guys in a couple days.